Nancy's with us in Birmingham. Hi, Nancy. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thank you for helping us be better stewards of God's money.
Well, thank you.
Thanks. I'm calling today with a question about what you would recommend for the amount of an umbrella policy to protect your nest egg. We do have 2 kids on our auto policy. We are everyday millionaires, and we just want to make sure that we're making a wise decision as far as total coverage.
I'd pick up another $1 million as an umbrella policy. You can do that for usually $250, $300 a year. And just check with your property and casualty insurance provider. Whoever's got your homeowners and car would be probably the least expensive way to get it. It's what that does is it attaches to the top of, adds to the liability limits on your homeowners or your car. So those things stay in place plus $1 million is what the $1 million umbrella does. Because as soon as someone discovers, if you're in a car wreck and someone discovers that you have some money, you have a target on your butt.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm worried about. So it's not based on how much your nest egg is.
No, I mean, they're I have had $1 million, I had a $5 million, and I got a $10 million now. Which nowhere near is sufficient. If you want to go the size of my net worth. It's not even close. But basically what I'm buying there is lawyers.
Right.
Because the insurance company's not going to want to pay out $10 million, and so they're going to fight to the death with someone that, unless there's a true liability, unless their client, me, has truly posed a liability. But if there's just somebody that's trying to be some ambulance-chasing lawyer, so to speak, that's they're trying to get money quick and easy out of somebody, then they're not getting it out of me.
Okay. So we have $2 million currently. Do you think that's enough then?
As an umbrella?
By one. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's fine. Well, what's your net worth?
About $4 million.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Because here's the thing: you're not going to lose a lawsuit. The likelihood of you losing a $5 million lawsuit and not losing a $2 million lawsuit is 0.
Okay.
So if you lose the $2 million, the insurance company's going to fight it. But if you do something that's completely negligent and, you're completely out of control or something, and you cause a wrongful death due to head-on DUI or something like that, then, you're going to lose your stuff, and no amount of insurance in the world is going to take care of that.
Okay.
But if you're just, the main thing I'm after here is somebody bumps into you or you bump into somebody and they try to act like it's something that it's not. Not a legit, or even a small claim that was, say a $500,000 claim or something like that. You wouldn't want to absorb that for no more than you paid for the $2 million. But a $50 million claim, this is not going to help you with that.
Right.
That's my point.
Well, okay.
I mean, if your kid gets drunk and hits a car full of people and kills 8 people, and there's a $50 million claim on you for wrongful death, then on your kid or whatever, then you got other issues that an umbrella is not going to solve.
Right. Okay.
So this is for the smaller or the medium-sized ones. The uber small, $10,000. You probably got that as a deductible. So you're going to take care of that anyway. So what'd you pay for the $2 million umbrella?
We pay, I think, $600 a year.
That's about right. Okay, good. I hadn't priced a $2 million in a long time, so that's good. Who's it with? You want to say?
State Farm.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. That's a very good price. It's not a you're not getting ripped off, and you're not overpaying by double or something like that. That's not a bad price at all on a $2 million umbrella. So good. Hey, thanks for the call. Open phones at 888-825-5225. So Anthony, one of the things we teach around here is that once you start to build wealth, you hit that baby steps millionaire, everyday millionaire status. You've got your $1 million net worth. You start having to do things to get rid of the risk.
Yeah.
You got to play defense and offense.
Yeah.
And defense includes extra insurance. Offense includes high deductibles, which keeps the extra insurance cheaper.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you start buying other things, like you start buying some real estate or something, maybe you put that in other names.
Other names.
Meaning open LLCs, which is what I have my real estate in, and those sorts of things. And it's called just risk management at that point. You're managing risk, spreading it around so that the target on any one of these things is small enough that it's less attractive for some attorney to spend all their life trying to get your money.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, let's say, Dave, why would you say, because this is some of the questions that I get like from younger people, well, why not an LLC? Why not go get a S Corp?
Well, holding real estate in an S Corp you can't do.
Yeah.
It won't work from a tax standpoint.
Okay.
They're about the same thing if you're running a business. They're very similar. The LLC in some states is easier to operate.
Yeah.
But for holding real estate, you can't hold passive income like real estate income. You can't hold rental in an S Corp.
Okay.
It has to be active income like you're running a business.
Right.
And rental properties, different classification of business. So you put your real estate into an LLC. This company, Ramsey, is the Lampo Group, is the formal name, was an S Corp originally. Technically still is an S Corp, but we rolled it into an LLC because of Tennessee's tax status.
Oh.
They tax LLCs differently than S Corps, and it keeps us from being taxed.
Wow.
Because Tennessee does not have an income tax.
Exactly.
Yeah, but on the S Corp, we were getting into all these other side angle taxes and stuff, and we had to move away from that. But on the federal level, it's exactly the same. It's passed through to your personal on a federal level.
I just learned something.
But from state to state, you do that. And so I've had, this company started as a sole proprietorship, just my name, my social security number.
Yeah.
Moved it to an S Corp, and then later have wrapped that into an LLC because of local taxation.
Okay.
Local tax law. So you just got to constantly be looking at that stuff as you're building wealth. Risk management, tax management, all those kinds of things start to take up more and more of your time to keep the government's hands off of money you've already paid taxes on.
Now, Dave,
they'll go after it again.
So what do you say to people who are debt free, have $500,000 in savings and investments? Should they still start covering themselves a little bit early, or wait until you hit that 7-figure?
I think you're fine to go, because it's $200 to get you $1 million umbrella. I'd probably do it.
Okay.
Once you start to worry about it, but I mean, up until $500,000, I wouldn't. I would just not, because most people, they're not coming after $100,000 in a situation like that. They're coming after millions.
Millions
is what they want, or they see $500,000, and to them that's like hitting the lottery.
Yes.
And so it's. I literally one time I caused a wreck.
Okay.
I was going to cross a bridge. It was raining like crazy, like it has been today here in Tennessee. Whew. And I was half watching what I was doing, and I slid, and I hit, and I bumped a car from behind. Yeah. Now, the car I hit in front of me, I hit them pretty hard. Yeah. Not like super hard, but hard enough they were sitting still at a stoplight that it pushed them into the next car. The next car had a dent in it the size of a softball. I mean, they barely got bumped.
And they came for you.
And that woman comes out holding her back like she was dying, and she wasn't any more hurt than fly the moon. She just thought, ding, ding, this is my ticket. And, the stinking insurance company, my insurance company, decided to pay her.
Are you
against
serious?
You don't have any rights. They're going to do what they're going to do because they didn't want to be sued by her. And so they paid her to get rid of her. They gave her $5,000, and she was not any more hurt than fly the moon. But that taught me, people out there, because if I get hit like that and I'm not hurt, I'm not going to try to. I'm not going to commit insurance fraud.
No.
No. But I'm telling you, when it's the size of a softball, you did not get a back injury. Okay, Absolutely. It's just common sense. So, but people are out there, and so you got to be thinking like she's thinking. So it's very, very wise.